Have you ever heard that humans only use 10% of their brains? This idea has been around for a long time and is often repeated in popular culture, movies, and even by some educators. But is there any truth to it? This idea is a popular myth. Despite its widespread acceptance, there is no scientific evidence to support it. In fact, neuroscientists have been debunking this myth for years. It has persisted for decades. The myth likely originated in the early 20th century, possibly from a misinterpretation of neurological research or a misquote from a prominent scientist. Many people believe it to be true. This misconception has been perpetuated by media and word of mouth, making it a deeply ingrained belief in our society. However, it is entirely false. Modern brain imaging techniques have shown that we use virtually every part of our brain, and most of the brain is active almost all the time. The human brain is an incredibly complex organ. It consists of approximately 86 billion neurons, each forming thousands of connections, creating a vast network of communication. It is responsible for everything we do, from basic functions like breathing and heartbeat regulation to complex tasks like problem solving and emotional responses. This includes thinking, feeling, and moving. Every action we take, every thought we have, and every emotion we feel is a result of brain activity. To suggest that we only utilize a small fraction of this powerful organ is misleading and inaccurate. Brain scans show activity coursing through the entire brain, even when we are at rest. The reality is that we use all parts of our brains. Different regions are specialized for different functions, but they all work together seamlessly. Different areas of the brain are responsible for different functions. For example, the occipital lobe processes visual information, while the frontal lobe is involved in decision-making and problem-solving. These areas work together in a highly coordinated manner. This coordination is essential for our ability to perform everyday tasks and complex activities. This ensures the proper functioning of our bodies and minds. Without this intricate coordination, we wouldn't be able to function effectively. In the following sections, we will delve deeper into the origins of this myth. We will explore how it started and why it has persisted for so long. We will explore how our brains truly function. By understanding the full capabilities of our brains, we can appreciate the incredible complexity and efficiency of this organ. We will examine the potential and the perils of unlocking our full cognitive and physical potential. Join us as we uncover the truth about the human brain and dispel the myths that have clouded our understanding. The 10% brain myth has its roots in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. This era was a time of burgeoning scientific discovery. It was also a period where misunderstandings about the brain were prevalent. One contributing factor was the discovery of silent brain areas. These areas, when damaged, did not result in obvious motor or sensory deficits. This led some scientists to erroneously conclude that these areas were functionally useless. Another theory that gained traction was the notion that we only use a small portion of our brains because we are not challenging ourselves enough. This idea, while appealing to our desire for self-improvement, lacks scientific basis. The truth is, even seemingly simple tasks like reading a book or having a conversation require the coordinated effort of multiple brain regions. To understand how our brains work, imagine a bustling city. Each area within the city has a specific role to play. This ensures the smooth functioning of the entire metropolis. The frontal lobe, often referred to as the executive center of the brain, is like City Hall. It is responsible for planning, decision-making, and complex thought processes. The parietal lobe, which processes sensory information, can be likened to the city's transportation system. It integrates information from various sources. The occipital lobe, dedicated to vision, acts as the city's surveillance network, constantly processing visual input. Just like a city cannot function without its infrastructure and interconnected systems, our brains rely on the seamless collaboration of all its regions. The idea of unlocking 100% of our brain potential is a tantalizing prospect. Imagine possessing photographic memory, mastering multiple languages effortlessly, or solving complex equations in an instant. While these abilities may seem like the stuff of science fiction, unlocking our full cognitive potential could result in significant advancements in human intelligence and creativity. However, such enhancements might come at a cost. Our brains, while incredibly powerful, are also delicate and finely tuned. Overloading the system with excessive information or demanding constant peak performance could lead to cognitive overload, exhaustion, and potentially even psychological instability. Just as pushing a machine beyond its limits can cause it to overheat and malfunction, pushing our brains to function at an unnatural capacity could have unforeseen and potentially detrimental consequences. Section 5. Enhanced physicality. Beyond the limits of human capability? Unlocking 100% brain capacity might not be limited to cognitive enhancements. It could also lead to extraordinary physical advancements. Imagine athletes performing feats of strength and agility previously thought impossible, or individuals exhibiting lightning-fast reflexes and impeccable coordination. Such advancements could revolutionize sports, redefine human limits, and potentially even impact how we approach tasks in our daily lives. However, these physical enhancements would require an immense amount of energy. Our brains, while only constituting about 2% of our body weight, consume roughly 20% of our energy. Amplifying brain activity to such an extent would demand a significant increase in caloric intake and could potentially push our bodies to their metabolic limits. Section 6. The evolutionary journey. Will we unlock 100% brain capacity? The human brain has evolved over millions of years to reach its current form. From the early hominids who first walked upright to the modern humans who build skyscrapers and explore space, our brains have been the driving force behind our progress. This journey of evolution has been marked by significant milestones, each contributing to the complex organ we possess today. This complex organ has allowed us to thrive, adapt, and shape the world around us. It has enabled us to create art, develop technology, and understand the universe. The brain's ability to process information, solve problems, and innovate is unparalleled in the animal kingdom. Our intellectual capabilities have set us apart and have been the cornerstone of human civilization. But will evolution eventually lead us to unlock 100% of our brain capacity? This question has fascinated scientists and the general public alike. The idea of accessing the full potential of our brains is intriguing, but it is also surrounded by myths and misconceptions. The notion that we only use a small fraction of our brain is a popular myth, but in reality, we use all parts of our brain, just not all at once. While it is impossible to predict the future of human evolution with certainty, it is unlikely that we will ever reach a point where we fully utilize every single neuron in our brains simultaneously. Our brains are designed to be efficient, not to operate at full capacity all the time. Each part of the brain has a specific function, and they work together in a coordinated manner to perform various tasks. Our brains are incredibly efficient organs, constantly adapting and optimizing their energy usage. They are capable of remarkable feats of multitasking and problem-solving, but this efficiency comes at a cost. The brain consumes a significant amount of energy, and maintaining a constant state of full activation would be unsustainable. The energy demands would be too high for our bodies to support. Maintaining a constant state of 100% activation would require an enormous amount of energy, potentially exceeding the capacity of our bodies to provide. Our bodies are designed to support the brain's energy needs efficiently, but there are limits to what can be sustained. The brain's ability to prioritize and allocate resources is one of its greatest strengths. Evolution favors efficiency, and it is more probable that our brains will continue to optimize their existing networks rather than striving for full utilization. The future of brain evolution may lie in enhancing our cognitive abilities, improving our memory, and increasing our capacity for learning. By optimizing the brain's existing structures, we can achieve greater efficiency and adaptability, ensuring that we continue to thrive in an ever-changing world. Section 7. The power of balance, harnessing our brains effectively. While the idea of unlocking 100% brain capacity might be a captivating fantasy, it is essential to recognize the power and potential of our brains in their current state. We may not use every neuron simultaneously, but our brains are remarkably adaptable and capable of extraordinary feats. The key to harnessing our brain power lies not in seeking unattainable levels of activation, but in utilizing our brains effectively. This involves engaging in activities that challenge our minds, fostering creativity, and seeking new experiences that promote learning and growth. Just as a balanced diet and regular exercise are essential for physical well-being, a balanced approach to brain usage is crucial for cognitive health and maximizing our intellectual potential. Section 8. The future of brain power, a question of choice and evolution. As we venture further into the 21st century, the relationship between humanity and technology continues to evolve at an unprecedented pace. The integration of digital tools into our daily lives has become so seamless that it's almost second nature. From the moment we wake up to the time we go to bed, technology is intertwined with our routines. We find ourselves on the cusp of groundbreaking advancements in fields like artificial intelligence and neural interfaces. These innovations promise to revolutionize not just how we work and communicate, but also how we think and perceive the world around us. These technologies have the potential to augment our cognitive abilities. Imagine a world where our brains can interface directly with computers, enhancing our memory, learning speed, and even our creativity. The possibilities are endless and awe-inspiring. They could reshape how we interact with the world around us. Augmented reality could overlay information onto our physical surroundings, making everyday tasks more intuitive and immersive. Smart home devices could anticipate our needs, creating a more efficient and personalized living environment. The question is, what kind of future do we want to create? As we stand at this crossroads, we must consider the ethical implications of these advancements. How do we ensure that these technologies benefit all of humanity and not just a privileged few? Will we use these advancements to enhance our natural abilities responsibly? The potential for positive change is immense, but so is the risk of misuse. We must tread carefully, balancing innovation with caution. Or will we pursue artificial enhancements at the expense of our humanity? The allure of becoming more than human is strong, but we must ask ourselves what we might lose in the process. Our empathy, our connections, our very essence could be at stake. The future of brainpower is not predetermined. It is a canvas waiting to be painted with the strokes of our decisions. Each choice we make will ripple through time, shaping the world for generations to come. It is a future that we will shape through our choices, our innovations, and our understanding of this most complex and enigmatic organ, the human brain. The journey ahead is filled with both promise and peril, and it is up to us to navigate it wisely.